CBS 47 Action News Jax begins with breaking news.
Take a good look at your screen. JSO looking for a truck similar to this one that they believe is connected to a deadly triple shooting. It's a white Chevy Avalanche with rear end damage. It was last seen leaving a park the morning one person was killed and two others were shot. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Phil Amato.
I'm Dawn Lopez. Action News Jax first broke the story 10 days ago, November 16th. That attack happened here at Loveless Park on Barnes Road. Action News Jax Courtney Cole is following the very latest developments on this. Courtney, JSO is hoping someone in the community recognizes a white getaway truck.
And 2 men and 1 woman were actually shot right here in this parking lot behind me at Lovelace Park, which is not too far from Southside Middle School. Now, one of the men died. The other man and woman were taken to Memorial Hospital, and this afternoon I'm working to learn their conditions. But Action News Jax was there when this was breaking news on November 16th, so I want to show you video of what that scene looked like early that morning. JSO says they received calls from more than one family about hearing shots around 2 o'clock in the morning. JSO says they believe the suspects are 3 to 4 men that were standing outside of this type of truck before the deadly shooting happened. So one more time, I want you to come and take a good look at your screen for me. If you think you might have seen a truck like this one in the Lovelace Park area on November 16th, JSO is asking that you call right away. And even now, 10 days after this deadly shooting happened, you can see the Crime Stopper sign is right outside of the gates of Lovelace Park. So if you're not comfortable calling JSO, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers at 866-845-TIPS, and that is something you can do anonymously. Right now I'm working to learn just how many tips were received from this incident, and I'm working to learn if there are new details and new developments since JSO just sent out the picture of this car in the last 2 hours. I'll have new developments for you on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting live in the San Souci community, Courtney Cole, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
The second breaking news story this noon is in San Marco, where JFRD is on the scene of an apartment fire right now.
Action News Jax Ryan Nelson just got there to the scene. And Ryan, you're getting a first look at the damage.
And Dawn, my photographer, and I arrived in about the last 10 minutes. We're getting a look at this damage right now. We can go ahead and show you what we're seeing. We can still show you that this is very much an active scene, active investigation. You can see that ladder going up to the second story of that tan brick building. Now, we're going to be speaking to JFRD and the incident commanders here to find out what exactly happened, if there were any injuries, maybe if they have a cause of the fire at this point. And again, this is still very much an active scene, active investigation. JSO is here blocking off the roads. We also see JFRD on scene right now. So we will continue to gather more information. We'll have updates for you here online and on the Action News Jax mobile app. Reporting in San Marco, Ryan Nelson, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
To download the Action News Jax app, will alert you as soon as we learn more on both of these breaking news stories. All you have to do is search Action News Jax in your app store. It's free.
We want to give you a live look right now from Jacksonville International Airport in North Jacksonville. We've been checking incoming and outgoing flights because of bad weather in parts of our nation. Here, it's beautiful. So far, we found an afternoon flight from Chicago delayed. An earlier flight to Denver was canceled. Both of those flights were United Airlines. Now remember to check your flight status before you head to the airport. And let's talk about this troublesome weather. We're talking snow and frigid weather. If you're one of millions of travelers, that's what you're up against as we get closer to the Thanksgiving holiday. The First Alert Weather Team is tracking right now heavy snow falling in parts of the West Coast, and it stretches all the way over to the Midwest. AAA says more than 20 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles this holiday.
We've got Thanksgiving travelers mixing with commuters, mixing with the snow. So all that at once really is going to lengthen your commute.
And not much relief for travelers after Thanksgiving. Another round of winter storms is expected to hit parts of the U.S. this weekend.
There's a new push in Clay County to protect gun owners. This comes as some lawmakers want stricter rules in place to try and prevent any more violence like the mass shootings we've seen all over the U.S. Clay County Commissioner Gavin Rowlands drafted a local resolution after seeing another Florida county pass one. He says he wants to protect gun owners from any new possible federal laws that would threaten their rights. The Clay County Democrats are one group planning to be at the commission meeting at 4 o'clock today to voice their opposition.
Covering Putnam County now, where a 14-year-old is facing charges. The sheriff's office got a tip from the new Fortify Florida app about a potential school shooting. Deputies say the threat happened at QI Roberts Jr. Senior High School. Because of that anonymous tip, they say that they were quickly able to make an arrest. The student was arrested without putting the school on lockdown. Action News Jax is reaching out to the state now to see how many tips have been reported on this app and how many arrests so far have been made.
The lone suspect in the death of a local mother is set to appear before a judge this afternoon. Jolene Cummings has not been seen since May of 2018. Action News Jax told you earlier this month when Kimberly Kessler called her attorney a piece of garbage in the courtroom and asked for a new one. Jolene Cummings was last seen once again on May 12, 2018, just one day before Mother's Day. On May 19th, Kessler was booked into the Nassau County Jail after surveillance video showed her parking Cummings' car at a Home Depot. On September 7th, Kessler was charged with murder.
Starting today, there's some new help here in the community for our local veterans. A Veterans Legal Service Unit is now open. They held a ribbon-cutting ceremony about an hour ago here on Adams Street. It'll be managed by an Army veteran attorney who used to work with the state attorney's office. This new project also includes new statewide legal help hotline. You can find that number at actionnewsjax.com. There are more than 150,000 veterans living in Northeast Florida, according to the Veterans Council of Duval County. 3 new VA clinics we've been telling you are coming to the area. 2 are being built in St. Johns County. Clay County is also getting one under construction. More than 52,000 veterans have been hired in Florida since 2017.
We have some brand new video of Naval Station Mayport's latest addition docking at the base this morning, just in time for crew members to spend Thanksgiving with their loved ones. New at noon, Action News Jax Beth Russo shows us what the fleet's newest addition is bringing to local families.
Right now, we're standing on the deck of the USS Indianapolis. As we take a look around the base, you can see other ships that are docked are much larger. Commanding officers tell me that this ship is specifically designed for missions closer to shore. This is the USS Indianapolis arriving at its home port, Naval Station Mayport, for the first time.
We're waiting for our dad to get off his ship. I'm really excited.
Bringing with it some of the sweetest reunions for the crew members and their loved ones.
Just to give her a hug. I miss her a lot. I haven't seen her.
Michael Burkhart's time with his girlfriend will be brief since he's deploying on another ship in a matter of weeks.
I support her on everything she does, and she supports me the same.
Commanding Officer Colin Kane says support is especially important when learning a new ship like the USS Indianapolis. It's the 7th littoral combat ship in Mayport's fleet.
That could handle a surface warfare mission module, a mine warfare mission module.
Kane tells me the smaller size ship brings big benefits to Jacksonville families.
The LCS program uses contracted maintenance to maintain a lot of the equipment on board the ship, so it's a great injection into the economy here.
Today, it's all about the ship and its crew being home with the people who matter most. Leaders here tell me that more littoral combat ships are on their way to Mayport. I'm learning when and how many will be brought to this fleet. All that coming up on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting at Naval Station Mayport, Beth Russo, Action News Jax.
There are now 2 more cases of a contagious liver infection just reported in local Florida counties. That includes Duval and Union counties. So now that makes 47 new cases of hepatitis A reported across Florida last week. So far this year, there have been more than 3,100 cases of hepatitis A in the state. That's nearly 6 times the number of cases last year. And this is a map of the 87 cases in local counties so far this year. And you take a look at these red ones. The red labels mean that county reported new cases last week. There were only 4 local cases total last year.
You're getting a live look at the White House this noon, where officials lifted a lockdown just a few hours ago. It happened when an aircraft entered a restricted airspace. The Associated Press reports the plane was not hostile in any way, meaning they did not pose a threat. The FDA has new warnings about CBD products. It cites a lack of scientific evidence supporting the safety of CBD in people and pet food. Agency cites safety concerns about what happens when people mix CBD products with other drugs. But the agency maintains it's still exploring potential pathways for some products to be, quote, lawfully marketed. With such limited information, though, available about CBD, the FDA wants you to be aware of the risks and talk to a doctor first. In August, Action News Jax first told you when investigators alerted fake CBD products were being sold on store shelves throughout the state. These products contain synthetic marijuana. Now, unlike real CBD, this synthetic drug gives users an intense high. CBD products are not regulated by the FDA.
We want to give you a live look downtown at TIAA Bank Field, where the Jacksonville Jaguars are getting back to work as they get ready to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lots of work needs to be done. Right now, the Big Cats need a win because they are dead last in the division. Fox 30 and CBS47, Action News Jax are your official Jaguar stations. Be sure to tune in Wednesday at 7:30 on Fox 30 for Jags Wired. Hear all the sounds, get the sights as well from Sunday's game against the Titans.
From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Beatonball. Right now we're in the 60s here, going to the 70s today, but when we're near record highs this week and a peek into your Thanksgiving Day, that's coming up in your Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast.
Justice served. Nearly 36 years to the day, 3 men were wrongfully arrested. How they were exonerated for a crime they didn't commit.
And a story you'll only see right here on Action News Jax, how this special little bundle of joy will help some folks in need.
What to watch tonight, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
There are some young students who just graduated from Duke University, and they're being educated now in Jacksonville. And yes, we're talking about a group of puppies. Action News Jax Brittany Donovan introduces us to Xena, a 20-week-old pup who will one day help someone in need.
Xena here, she just graduated a special program at Duke University. She's now here at UNF learning more than 40 commands, including this one. Sit, Xena. Good girl. Xena may seem a little bit sleepy. She spent the past 5 weeks surrounded by people at Duke University.
She had contact with like more than 2,000 people.
She and 6 other puppies were the first participants in a 5-year study. Researchers are testing if more socialization early in life helps their chance at becoming service dogs.
Zena, sit.
Her trainer Patrice Capsio tells me right now, only 50% of dogs that begin training go on to be paired with people in need.
They can get disqualified medically, and they can get disqualified if they don't have a work ethic. It's kind of like a human. Some of them are a little lazy. Let's go.
Zena is Capsio's 6th puppy. She's a volunteer trainer through Canine Companions for Independence. Their Jacksonville chapter has raised more than 100 dogs. After up to 2 years of training, they're matched with someone with special needs. It can be a veteran, child, anyone who needs the support.
To be able to help someone have that independence that a highly trained dog can provide, there's nothing more rewarding than that.
Zena goes to work with Capsio at UNF every day to continue her socialization until she's ready to start her job as someone's special companion. Zena will be here in Jacksonville with Patrice and her husband for the next 15 months, and she tells me they need more people to raise puppies. Coming up at 5, how you can get involved if you're interested. Reporting at UNF, Brittany Donovan, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
3 Baltimore men are free this noon and this Thanksgiving. It comes 3 decades since they were wrongfully jailed for a murder they didn't commit. Alfred Chestnut, Ransom Watkins, and Andrew Stewart were arrested Thanksgiving Day in 1983 for murder. A 14-year-old DeWitt Duckett, a Baltimore attorney, says prosecutors wrongfully denied these men, who were teens at the time of the arrest, a fair chance in the justice system.
Today isn't a victory. Today, it's a tragedy that these men had 36 years of their life stolen from them. There's no way to ever repair the damage done or the trauma imposed upon these men for almost 4 decades.
Investigators believe another teenager at the time was the actual murderer. That man died in 2002.
Check your refrigerators. More than 500,000 pounds of pork products are under a recall this noon. Food experts say Morris Meat Packing was not being inspected by the U.S. government. The Illinois-based company says the products affected were produced between November 2017 and November of this year. Pork chops, baby back ribs, and bacon are all part of the recall.
We're working on much more for you ahead on CBS 47 Action News Jax tonight at 5:45.
Action News Jax anchors John Bachman and Tiniki Hughes have a preview.
Creepy crawlers found on women's lashes that could lead to disgusting health issues.
Yeah, I never heard of that. It's pretty frightening.
Action News Jax investigates a growing beauty trend, giving some women a nasty infection, exposing the mistakes being made that give these bugs a chance to camp out. Today at 5:45 on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
Now, certified Jacksonville's most accurate forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
The First Alert meteorologist Garrett Edenwald. Right now, it is pretty nice outside, and we have temperatures in the upper 60s in Jacksonville, mid-60s Kingsland, Georgia. Nice day in St. Augustine, too, on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network. We're at 66 degrees, mostly sunny with some thin clouds passing by. But as we take you hour by hour there for today, by 4 o'clock, we'll be still in the mid-60s. We'll top out in the mid to upper 60s there along the immediate coast. 6 o'clock in the low 60s. So a nice night for Nights of Lights here. We'll see mostly clear skies. We'll be down into the upper 50s by about 9 o'clock here today. Here's First Alert Doppler HD. Dry over northeast Florida and southeast Georgia. Today we'll be topping out in the upper 60s at the coast, but lower 70s right around where we should be this time of year in Jacksonville. Mid to upper 60s in Brunswick, low 70s in Nahunta, and low 70s for you in Stark and Columbia County. As we take you hour by hour on your travel day tomorrow, if you're going into the Great Lakes, the northern U.S., into the Northeast, wind, snow, rain, all factoring in to likely some travel headaches for tomorrow, and even some possible severe storms in the Midwest for today. But that front will be weakening as it heads into our area tomorrow night into early on Thursday morning. We'll be seeing pretty nice weather for us here locally. Now, as we take you through on the roadway, Interstate 95, not really anything we're concerned about for you if you're traveling on the roads. But definitely with the airways, we're going to be seeing those likely delays, cancellations in some spots. So again, just the idea is check ahead with your carrier through Chicago, Detroit, and even into the Northeast, something we're going to be watching for you here in the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center. And Mike Burrish will be updating you starting at 5 p.m. and meteorologist Corey Siva. Now, 80 degrees by tomorrow. So the record high is 83 tomorrow. We're going to be approaching 80 degrees inland for your Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Then during Thanksgiving Day, we'll see temperatures in the 50s in the morning as you go through food prep, lunch in the low 70s, dessert time in mid-afternoon, perhaps in the mid-70s, and then through the early afternoon or late afternoon and early evening, just in time for a nap. Still in the low 70s, perhaps on the porch outside or in your good old chair for your Thanksgiving Day. Now into Friday here, we'll be seeing temperatures in the 50s for Black Friday if you're shopping in the morning, then low 70s by lunchtime, topping out still in the low 70s for Friday. But Saturday and Sunday always in view in the First Alert 7-day forecast. Will be in the mid 70s on Saturday. On Sunday, the Jags play at home in the upper 70s is where we'll top out inland, mid 70s through the game, but increasing clouds, perhaps an isolated shower by the end of the game on Fox 30. We'll be watching that and updating you over the next few days for that timing of the showers. Then cooler on Monday and breezy with highs in the low 60s. You can always get this forecast any time of the day right there at actionnewsjax.com. And join Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
It's the start of the holiday season, how you can team up with the Postal Service to give some children in need a special moment.
Plus, what the culprits in this video did that'll get them on Santa's naughty list this year.
Thanksgiving just 2 days away now. Many are already getting into the Christmas spirit. The U.S. Postal Service launched its annual Operation Santa. So this allows families in need to send letters with their holiday wish list to Santa. And so far, all the letters have been answered in the program's existence.
Meanwhile, Santa will be giving this group of thieves coal for Christmas. They're accused of stealing millions of dollars in rare diamonds out of one of the world's oldest museums. The jewels date way back to the 18th century. The German museum claims the items are priceless and would be impossible to sell on the open market. New at 5, how small is too small? Flyers may soon know that answer when it comes to airplane seats, the new testing that may give you more leg room on future flights.
Going to be a nice afternoon in the low 70s, mostly sunny, near 80 tomorrow. The record is 83 for tomorrow's date, but then back to the mid-70s for Thanksgiving Day.
All right. Well, cooling off a little by T. Gibbon.
Have a good day, everyone.
A warm Thanksgiving here for us. Eyelash next.